What's going on, everybody? Bearded Brewer. It's been a while, I know. Think about that shit. Everybody calls that my playoff beard. Oh, let's see. Trying out the Sweetwater IPA. Finally got it in our store over here. Things take a while to make it down to South Florida. Anyway, well, we brought the baby home today, so everybody's doing well. It's good to have everybody home instead of having to live in that hospital room. So I know my wife's good. Very happy to be back. So the baby's doing good, wife's doing good. Everything's doing good. The electric brewery is coming along very slowly. Been very busy. I've got the next 10 days off, so hopefully I should be getting some stuff done. Got an area here in the garage that I'm going to build, I think maybe a little brewery. Looks like it's about, I'd say 12 by 10. I think this should be big enough. Panel's coming along pretty good. Got a couple more things to wire in. Got to wire in the voltmeter, the amp meter, the step-down transmitters, and then test it. Still I'm having a hell of a time with this half-inch stainless steel coil. I may just end up breaking down and just buying that damn $220 thing from Electric Brewery. Don't really want to, but I've already kinked the one I've got a couple times, and I don't know if it's gone through or what's going to happen. And I really don't want to cut it back because it's going to be cutting back probably taking about 10 feet off of it, so if not more. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I haven't brewed since February, obviously, because my setup is just in pieces. Well, it's not in pieces, it's just not ready to go yet. So I've done a couple stovetop 1 gallon batches just to try some stuff out. I did an all Citra. Well, it's not all Citra, it's Citra, but I used Magnum as a bittering hop. I think I did too much. I've been drinking whenever I decided I wanted to do it. So I did a ½ ounce. This is a 1 gallon batch. ½ ounce of Magnum at 60 minute. Then I did ½ ounce at 30, ½ ounce at 15, and it was ½ ounce at 45, ½ ounce at 30, ½ ounce at 15, and then the last part of the ounce, ½ ounce at flame out. And then dry hopped it with, I don't know if it was a quarter or ½ ounce of Citra pellets, so that might be a little rough, but we'll see. Did a couple hard apple ciders. This time I did it with one with Citra and the other with Cascade. So those are currently dry hopping, which they need to be transferred. So they've been dry hopping for a while. The SJ Pour experiment. It has been bottled. It has been boxed. I haven't been home for the last 3 days, so I haven't been able to get them out, but they will go out. I need to print out the recipe so everybody will have it. I tried something a little bit different. I don't know if anybody's ever done this before. It tasted alright. I'll let everybody else be the judge of it. Of course, I tasted it wasn't carbonated. But here's the gist of it. Everybody knows what the base was. I don't have it in front of me. It's been so long since I've looked at it. I added a few other things to it. But what I did, basically I did a barley wine, or my version of a barley wine with what I had. It came out to be right around 12%. I brewed this back in, when was it? Well, it was February, so I did it in February, end of February. So that's February to March, March to April, April to May, May to June. So what is that, 5 months? 4 months. So I brewed it. It sat in the primary for 10 days, so 2 weeks. Then what I did was I split it up into 3 gallon. I did a 3 gallon batch, so I did 2 gallon and then a gallon. I took a gallon and I put that on pecan wood chips. So it sat on the pecan for 3 weeks. And then the other one sat on oak chips for 3 weeks. While this was all sitting on the oak, I put, I don't know how much it was, an ounce, 2 ounces, 3 ounces, I think it was 4 ounces of Maker's Mark and 1 raw vanilla bean. Cut it down the middle and let it sit in a mason jar at room temperature for about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks while it was sitting on a wood. So then I took it out of the secondary, which is what they were in, and I put it in a, I don't know what you call it, third-airy, tertiary, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and let all the shit settle out of it. And then I put it into another fourth airy, whatever you want to call it. And then that's when I introduced the bourbon and the vanilla. So that sat for let's see, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and then I bottled it last Friday. So it's been sitting. Well, actually, before I bottled it, what I did, and this is where it gets interesting because this is where I don't know if anybody's ever done this. I mix them together. So this is an S.J. Pour Experiment Challenge barley wine, 12%, 3 secondaries, 1 primary, pecan, oak, vanilla, bourbon. I guess, or you can call it whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it, well, I haven't come up with the name yet, but those are all, they're in the boxes. I just haven't closed them up. I got to hopefully get those out tomorrow. I know SJ, probably Kevin, you want to get everything going so we can all get this going. You know, for me, it don't really matter because the longer it ages, the better it's going to be, from my understanding with barley wines, because you need, at least 180 days for some of the heat to get off of it so it's not so rough. So this little extra time is going to help me out a little bit. So it shouldn't be too bad. We'll see. I haven't really been doing a whole lot. I think with not being able to brew, I haven't been keeping up with my cycle, and the 3 beers that are in my kegerator, I believe the lines have gotten funky, and I think the beer got contaminated, which I really don't care because it was a couple of them that didn't come out too well to my liking. So those are all going to get dumped. I got another one I'm going to dump. So I think the only thing I'm really going to be keeping is my Christmas stout that I still have. I got probably about, I don't know, half a keg left, which I'll have to try that to see how that's going to work. But we'll see. Not really sure how that's going to work out, but we'll see how it goes. So that's basically all that's been going on. Really, it's been kind of low key, just waiting for the baby to get here. So I mean, she's here. It's doing all right. Different having a daughter. Used to multiple penises running around my house. So anyway, so as I get a little bit more time, I'll show you some pictures here of where I'm at so far on the brewery, the electric brewery. I know Mad Bomber, Matt, I've been watching your videos. I thought yours was going to be a little bit different. Yours is a little more simplex. But you know what? It's all about what works for you. I'm a kind of a pain in the ass. I like to do things the hard way, so it's definitely been a challenge. The hard part is trying to not get discouraged and just say fuck it, because there's come a couple instances and times where it just gets so damn frustrating that you just want to say screw it. But we'll get her up and going. Hopefully things will slow down around here and be able to make some good beer. It's hurricane season, so I got to stock up. Got to make sure I got enough. So anyway, guys, there you go. Quick update. Oh, just wanted to throw my 2 cents in on the SJ experiment on Man Bear Pig. Personally, I think that with all of these beers we're going to be getting 18, I believe it's total. I like the idea of being able to do maybe 1 or 2. I think 3 might be pushing a little bit, because everybody is going to have different things in there, and if you do too many, you're not going to be able to pick up certain things. I think it might be given a disservice to where you can't be and give your honest opinion of something that someone created and took the time to make, and you want to be able to give your honest opinion, and I would want the same thing for someone to tell me. It's not, with me, I really don't give a shit if somebody don't like it. I'd much rather you tell me you don't like it than tell me that, oh, it was fantastic, and then be like one of these people that, behind, off the camera or behind, closed doors or what have you, that, that the dog wouldn't even drink. So I think we all pretty much know everybody. We all know each other. We know our likes, dislikes. For those that are in the competition that I'm not subscribed to, I'm trying to figure out who all is in it. I got to go back and watch the videos, but like I said, I haven't been around, so I will subscribe to you. You don't necessarily have to subscribe to me. If you do, that's great. It's kind of been low-key here lately, but hopefully with summer coming, we'll be able to get a little more wild, because it's a little lighter, a little bit longer. So anyway, we'll see. So, alright, well, it's time to get off. Doing a little more than just babbling. I'm tired of looking at my ugly self, so enjoy. Drink beer. Oh, and I gotta tell you, what is this? New to homebrew? Is that Tom over there in the beautiful UK? Every time you say this, it cracks me up, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just the way you say it. Maybe it's your accent. But this pinky out thing, that is hilarious. I don't know why it gets me. It's kind of like if anybody's ever smoked pot and watched a dog run around, chase its tail, and run into a wall. I mean, it's kind of like that. It's not meant to be funny. It probably hurts, but it's hilarious. So anyway, I love that pinky out. That's beautiful. So anyway, guys, there you go. Greater Brewer. My quick update. Haven't been around. Hopefully you'll see a little more of me. It's kind of rough to do these videos and keep up with everyday life, but we'll try to keep going. So, yep. So I'll see you guys later. Cheers.